Easy English. Battleship Bismarck. The German battleship Bismarck was a formidable warship of the German Navy, Kriegsmarine during World War II. Commissioned in 1940, it was one of the largest battleships ever built by Germany, with a length of 251 meters and a displacement of 50,300 tons. The Bismarck was named after Otto von Bismarck, the first Chancellor of the German Empire. It was one of the two Bismarck-class battleships built by Germany, the other being the Tirpitz. The Bismarck was armed with 8 38 cm guns, 12 15 cm guns, 16 10.5 cm guns, and a variety of smaller weapons. It had a top speed of 30 knots and a range of 8,870 nautical miles at 19 knots. In May 1941, the Bismarck, along with the heavy cruiser Prinz Eugen, was ordered to break out into the North Atlantic to attack British shipping. The British were aware of the operation and deployed a large force to intercept the German ships. On May 24, the Bismarck engaged the British battlecruiser HMS Hood and the battleship HMS Prince of Wales in the Battle of the Denmark Strait. The battle began when the British spotted the German ships on the horizon and attempted to close in for an engagement. The Germans were aware of the British presence and turned to engage. The initial exchange of fire was between the lead ships, with the Hood firing first. The Bismarck responded with a salvo that hit the Hood's forward magazine, causing a catastrophic explosion that destroyed the ship and killed all but 3 of her crew. The loss of the Hood was a major blow to the British, as it was one of the Royal Navy's largest and most famous ships. The Prince of Wales, which had been firing on the Prinz Eugen, continued to engage until a mechanical failure forced her to break off the engagement. The Bismarck scored hits on the Hood, causing it to explode and sink, but also suffered damage to its fuel tanks. The Bismarck attempted to make its way back to the safety of the German port of Brest, but it was pursued and relentlessly attacked by British ships, including the battleships HMS Rodney and HMS King George V. The British launched torpedo bombers from the aircraft carrier HMS Ark Royal, which damaged the Bismarck's rudder and jammed it in a port turn. This made the Bismarck unable to steer a course and it became a sitting duck for the British battleships. On May 27, the Bismarck was attacked by the HMS Rodney and HMS King George V, which fired more than 2,800 shells at the German battleship. The Bismarck finally sank after being hit by torpedoes fired by the destroyer HMS Dorsetshire. Only 118 of the 2,200 crew members survived. The sinking of the Bismarck was a significant loss for the German Navy, as it was one of the most powerful battleships in the world at the time. The battle also marked a turning point in naval warfare, as it showed the vulnerability of battleships to air attacks and the importance of aircraft carriers in modern naval operations. The sinking of the Bismarck also had a psychological impact on both the Germans and the British, with the former seeing it as a loss of national pride and the latter as a victory that boosted morale. Today, the wreckage of the Bismarck rests at a depth of more than 4,700 meters in the Atlantic Ocean, serving as a memorial to the sailors who perished on board. Thank you for watching. If you don't mind, please subscribe to this channel.